Happy? Well, I can't tell if it's a podcast, it's live. I don't know.
Right. Understood. Lindsay, what is all this on the table?
It's, I was told. I only do what I'm told.
Only
Really?
Ever.
Yeah.
Your long
Really?
history.
Wait. Mm-hmm. You occasionally do what you're told.
Always. 100% of the time. Last week we talked about this margarita wine, and Travels with Delaney told us it was good. And then we thought, hey, it's Friday.
We should try it.
So that's where we're at right now. Happy Friday, everybody.
Happy Friday. Are we expecting to get much work done this afternoon?
I am. This is the fuel.
Inspiration.
Yeah, I get so
you
much
probably
more work
can
done.
burn it in a vehicle of some sort.
No,
It didn't smell really good.
I get more work
Why
done.
does your car smell so good when it's running? So, hi everybody. This is Friday Live for June the 3rd.
The day after my birthday.
Yeah.
Day
Yes.
after her birthday. She's 27. And
28 now.
yeah, but by the time your 29th birthday comes around, it'll be 27 again. Because
Funny how that happens.
Yep.
Hey, Pam.
So
Hello, Pam. Happy Friday.
Pam, next Friday, are you going to do live with PJ and I at UCamp? Because that's
That's
where we'll
not
be
next Friday.
Yeah, it
It's
is.
the week after.
Oh, man.
We got one
Okay,
more
I'm
Friday, and
confused.
then,
And
you can
then-
do live with us. Yeah.
So,
That will
if
be
you are
fun.
joining us, all 15 of you that I can see the number, I see Pam, but anyone else who is joining us, let us know who you are and where you're
And where
joining
you
us
are,
from.
yes. We love
What kind of
seeing
camper
that.
you have or what kind of
Yeah,
camper
just
you want.
give us some details. Just something to kick off talking about.
Yes, and
This thing is heavy.
one more week.
The week
one
after.
more Friday.
Pam, I don't know my own schedule.
But I won't be here next Friday because I will be in Paladuro. Paladuro,
During
Texas.
the hottest week.
Angela.
Yes, 105.
Hi,
I'm
Angela.
going to.
Hello, Angela.
I'm going to see if I can adjust. I can't tell for sure if that's clear or not. So y'all talk
Okay.
Are
about
we
yourselves.
clear? Are we clear? Maggie from Houston, and I really, really want a casita.
Ah,
Wow.
Casitas are so fun.
Have you made a vision board yet?
Does it have a name?
I really, really want a
You have
casita
to name
too.
a casita before you get it, right?
Do you have
'cause-
plans? Are you looking? Or is it like
Yeah.
a future dream? Maybe one day.
Dream. Gosh, I love the Everly Brothers. I need to play them some.
Well, how do you not like the
Did you
Brothers?
put Margaret's up on the?
I did not. I
Maggie's-
didn't.
no?
I don't like touching that.
Okay.
Hey, everyone.
Woohoo! Hi, William.
Wait, does that mean you're surfing right now? Day drinking? Not yet. We're just day staring
No.
at cups full
we're,
of margaritas.
We're talking about
We're
day
We're not
drinking.
drinking yet.
We're about to be day
So-
drinking.
Oh, okay. Cheers.
Cheers,
Yep.
cheers, cheers,
Cheers.
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 Now we're day drinking.
Cheers to you.
Oh,
Surprise!
okay. All right.
So
Penelope
this
is a great name for a casita. It's so cute.
Aw.
Penelope. Looking for a used one. They pop up.
They do.
Just gotta be quick. That's the thing.
You gotta be in
Cheers,
the
Tanya.
Facebook groups and
Yeah,
stuff
you
like that. I
gotta
think.
just be quick. Cheers. Good day. Big greetings from Russia.
Howdy.
Hello.
Oh man, I love when you guys talk to us.
Diego is a good name for a casita.
Yes, from like that show, Umbrella Academy, like that Diego.
Diego.
I think at
Hey,
this point
new
you almost
Umbrella
have to
Academy
name
coming.
it Bruno.
Bruno.
We don't talk about Bruno.
Shh, the casita you can't talk about.
Oh no.
I'll get
I'll
on that
get
one.
talk
this
about
one.
your casita.
Okay. Hey,
Yeah.
Mike's here.
Mike was like
Yay.
just texting
Hey, Mike.
me, and then I don't know what's happening here.
And he appeared.
Ah.
I just finished telling Julie, she was rambling off all the things she was going to include in our trailer at UCamp. And I said, you know what? As long as Mike's bringing us coffee, I don't care what's in my trailer. So, counting on you, Mike.
Do y'all know what kind of weather you're going to expect in Ohio for that?
No.
No.
Who knows?
No idea.
Who knows?
All I know is next week here in Texas is going to be triple digits the entire week. And I'm not talking
Uh-huh.
like 100. I'm talking like 105 and 106.
It's
all week in
it's
Texas.
it's gonna be
Miserable.
brutal. I'm thinking.
Which is the week we
Oh,
decided to
Tasha, happy
go to
birthday.
Paladuro, which is
Thank you, Tanya.
one of the hottest places. So,
If you've listened to our podcast,
it's
you've
gonna be
heard
so
me talk
hot.
about don't go to Paladuro in the hot months several times. And yet,
And
yet,
But we planned this
She's
a long time ago.
going to go prove my point.
And we planned it as close to Memorial Day when it opens, when the play that they do there opens.
Mm-hmm.
So we tried to pick early in the summer, but it's
I am
it's a
actually
crapshoot.
somewhat concerned for y'all's health.
Well, you know what? We have spent a fair amount of time talking about
Mm-hmm.
how to camp in the heat. I'm gonna try all the tricks and get back to you on that.
Yeah.
Why don't we have subtitles?
Okay, so why don't we
Yes.
have subtitles? We're recording in a program called Ecamm Live, and then that goes to Restream.io, and Restream.io goes to YouTube and 3 different places on Facebook. And I'm not really sure how it all works yet. That's why.
Okay,
It's my fault.
we'll work on subtitles.
I don't know
That's
yet.
a good
Apparently,
idea.
we don't know how.
We don't know how was the short version. Mm-hmm. So
Yep.
we'll work on it. That would be cool. Yes.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to
So,
finish sharing here.
You're going to, where in Ohio will you be?
Sugar Creek.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
Yes.
where the new
New
camp
camp
rally
is.
called UCamp is.
We're flying into Cleveland and driving down. So
Janice, howdy from Houston.
hey, Janice. Janice, do you have a trailer? Or are you just hoping to have a trailer? So
It's gonna be hot down in Houston too, hot and muggy. So you're heading to Paladuro. I'm gonna drive well north of that. I'm gonna
yes,
head
you're
up.
gonna be gone next week too.
Yeah, gonna head off. Leave tomorrow, just as early as I can get the kids in the truck.
Yeah, and you're going to Arkansas.
Arkansas. Yep. And I'm gonna ride around on that motorcycle, except for not that motorcycle,
A different one?
different one.
Why?
I don't trust.
What happened?
I simply, after a year of working on this, all the money and time I put into that old motorcycle, I tested it out.
You've been driving it to work this week.
A couple more issues sprung up, and I'm done with it.
You're selling it?
I'm going to sell it after the trip.
Wow.
So I'm going to ride around on a different motorcycle,
What motorcycle? You gonna rent one?
the one I bought yesterday.
What? What? How do we not know this?
I knew
I
this.
wasn't here yesterday for you to.
I
know.
knew this. Clint bought a new motorcycle.
Yeah.
And it is gorgeous.
And it's smaller, lighter, more nimble. It's just made for tooling around on little trails, which is what I really want to do. I just want to lazily tool around on
Hey,
little
Dana.
trails and not have to worry about the thing I'm riding fall apart.
Is it new?
It doesn't get any newer.
Well, what is it?
If I tell you, will you know?
No, but I want to hear.
It's a dual sport, so it's street legal, but it looks like a dirt bike with lights on it. And it's
Well,
and it's
Clint, I am so proud of you. I am proud of you for investing in your own fun
thank you.
because you don't do that very often.
And apparently,
So-
my first attempt with that old motorcycle is I didn't do it well.
Well, riding and enjoying is different than fixing.
Yeah.
And kudos to Laura for supporting Clint,
Big time.
buying a new one. Because, yeah, maybe being a mechanic isn't his best feature. So
It's true. I'm not
I-
even hurt.
I am all for just having some fun. You guys work hard, you don't have enough time off. Congratulations.
Thank you. I realized after last weekend of spending the whole time in the driveway working on a motorcycle and being a terrible husband and a terrible dad and absent, that was not what I envisioned. And
It's not where you wanna
was I
spend your
chasing
time.
something like that
To save money.
when I should just be able to
To save money.
Yeah.
So, kudos. You guys know because you have trailers. You get out there and go
Right.
camping.
Right.
What is the
Yes.
price of a Lance 2075?
Ooh, let me pull
What a
back.
question.
Lance 2075.
I think they're running about 55. I think.
I thought they were more than
Somewhere
that.
around there. Let me look.
PJ will go check on
She'll
that
go
for
check
you.
the price sheet real quick.
Really like the Tab 320.
That's a
That
staple.
is made
They're
by
good.
New Camp, so that's what we're gonna go up to U Camp and see the factory and all that. There will be a ton of tabs there. I think we have some in stock too right now. Seriously
So you're
considering
using-
the little guy Max will
Oh,
come see one soon. Sweet, do it. We have a few Maxes, I think, and a few mini Maxes as well in our lot. So starting to get inventory back. If
The
there's
Micromaxes are being built right now.
Micromax is
Wait,
being
wait, wait.
built right now.
Micromax. Tell me what that
It's smaller than the Mini Max.
is. It around a tag
No,
size?
you can still stand up in it.
Whoa.
It's-
No, wait. No, wait. Can I?
No,
Oh, okay.
it's configured differently than I've ever seen a teardrop configured. So you'll have to get online. I think they already have pictures of it online and check it out. They're pretty cute. Something new, something different. So then there'll be the Max, the Mini Max, and the Micro Max. And what could be
Good.
smaller than Micro?
Minuto Max?
Minuto Max.
Infinitesimal?
Spec. It's a
The Spec Max. Max Spec. All right. What else? What else is going on in your neck of the woods, everybody? Where are your big plans? coming up?
Trips
The-
upcoming.
Yeah. Where are you gonna go?
See every-
What's the big? I typically have one big trip a year, and then I've put a smattering of other small trips. So the Arkansas trip is my big trip. What's your big one for this year? And if you don't have a trailer yet, just tell us if you have a big trip somewhere, even if you're not trailering or RVing. So
So to get back to the 2075 question,
Okay.
I was totally wrong. I was so yesterday on that one.
I thought so.
Yeah, it looks like, man, the MSRP on them runs between 75 and 80, depending on the options. Of course, they can now have the big lithium and, inverter options, which bumps it up even higher. So you're probably looking at somewhere around 70 for an average retail on those guys.
okay.
So a loaded
This
one
is-
is going to be more.
Is this getting better?
Is it
Is
getting
it?
better the more you drink?
Yeah. It's still not my favorite.
Was
Caddo
it-
Lake?
Caddo Lake.
I have never
Yeah.
been there.
Me neither.
I've heard it's gorgeous.
I have too. I've also heard that you gotta kind of catch it at the right season. So I don't know what that right season is, but for you catch its prettiest. But it's East Texas.
Yeah,
So.
I know. Flying to Yellowstone?
Nice.
Wow, tent camping.
Okay.
That sounds
Ooh,
awesome.
It
And-
does, as long as the weather's not too hot.
I maintain I got to get another tent camping trip in with my kids. They need to know that format. I think kids should know tent camping.
I think so too. Tent camping has its own, like,
Yeah.
pluses, its own features.
No big
its own
trips,
feel.
but smaller when starting out tent camping since college. Went to Austin McKinney State
Yes.
Falls State Park last week, but had the virus, so I had to stay on my site and went home. But believe me, the heat has me inspired to get the trailer very
Oh,
soon.
wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet.
It was
so
hot last weekend.
we actually just
Yeah.
recorded it. I don't think it's out yet, but we just recorded a podcast about camping in different kinds of weather and like what kind of weather makes you stay home. Where's your line, and also different ideas for
What you can do if you decide to go out
camp.
anyways.
Yeah, or if you go out and then the weather changes, instead of packing it up and going home, there are options. So it was a fun little podcast to record. It should be out
Yeah.
next week or the week after that. I'm not gonna.
That one should be the not next one, but the following one.
Okay.
And we talked about keeping rain ponchos in your trailer. I was walking out of HEB last night, our local grocery store, and there is a rack there, and Totes, the brand that makes all the
All right.
stuff, has ponchos in packets, and the rain ponchos, they started at $1.99 for adults, and the really good ones were $5.99. And I'm thinking, why don't we all have they're little bitty thin
Yeah,
things.
so you can just throw them in
Why
a
don't
cabinet.
we all have a packet of those in there? Because then when it rains, you just throw on your poncho. I don't know. I didn't realize they were that cheap. So
Sure.
that's now
Trash
part
bags
of
are
my,
even cheaper.
Yes, but They don't. The hood doesn't fit as
But
well.
they don't fit my form quite
Yeah.
so well.
So, gosh, everybody ought to have those.
All right.
So-
Sugar Creek to Lafayette to Herman, sausage capital of the world.
Herman, Missouri.
I think it was Missouri.
Yeah, Mo.
I'd say we should know.
Mo.
Herman
Moe's,
Mo.
Missouri.
Very
Herman
cool.
Mo. All right.
But are you going for the sausage?
Yes. So, what does that mean? Is there a sausage?
Low in the
Factories?
60s day and high in the 30s at night. Where? Hold on. Let me scroll back. Where?
Is that the Yellowstone?
Yellowstone? Tent camping?
Oh, that sounds like perfect tent
That's-
camping weather.
yeah.
That's cool.
Perfect.
A little cold
It's
for
cool,
me, but perfect
it's
for
cool.
every normal person out there.
And there's certain places in Yellowstone you have to go if you're tent camping.
Because of the rain, the first night was 59 degrees, but the second night was back to regular heat. Yeah, sweltering, humid
man.
heat.
Ooh, Kristen, what a good question. There's been a lot of buzz on the internet and all the groups about Starlink. They just came out with the traveling RV internet. I've seen a few people post
Yeah.
about the announcement, but is anybody watching, or do y'all know anybody who has the Starlink
Right.
internet for RVs? How
The
how is
three of
it?
us actually have not dabbled with Starlink
No.
at all.
But maybe somebody watching has.
Right.
But I think Starlink has the same technology as the Traveler that we what is
Travelfy?
our Travelfy that we use, which is our hotspot.
I don't think
I
so.
think the Starlink can connect to any
but
user.
Starlink isn't cellular. Starlink is satellites.
Yeah.
Is it all satellite?
It's
Yeah.
it's
Okay,
a Tesla.
and I
venture.
misunderstood.
It's
There's
it's an
something else
Elon
I'm
Musk
thinking
thing.
of.
So you're dealing
Okay.
directly with satellites.
With space.
Yeah.
Well, then it can connect anywhere.
Yeah. So I haven't dabbled. I haven't scratched that. I haven't even looked up any information because I haven't.
We should see if somebody from Starlink would come
I
talk
think
to us on
Amy
our
McGee- oh, yeah.
podcast.
Yeah.
No, she posted about it being a thing. I don't think she's gotten it
You don't
yet.
think she got it? Okay.
All right.
Lance are the coolest trailers. They have the best windows in the house. They do
Yeah.
have amazing
Completely
windows.
Good.
agree.
Good
Everybody
those guys.
here
Completely
loves
agree.
Lance. Trust me. We all love Lance. What is happening in Austin this weekend? I'm in need of a weekend road trip. Any lakes we should check out in this heat? Where are the peaches or the blackberry stands?
Okay. If you go down Capital Texas Highway, all the peach stands are on Capital Texas Highway.
Capital
Yeah.
Who calls it that?
Loop 360. I call it that
Are
because
there
it's.
peaches stands there?
Oh my gosh!
yeah.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh!
yeah.
There's like one every
Oh, gosh.
every mile or so.
Yeah.
But if
Blackberry
I was going
stands
to a
out.
lake,
I don't know where Blackberry.
do you go to Lake Travis?
Lake Travis. Okay, so going
mean-
over Lake Travis Memorial Day weekend because I went over
It's
last
just
weekend.
packed.
Yeah, so many kayaks and stand-up paddle boards.
I
It
would
was-
just head out. I would head
nuts.
out to Buchanan.
That wasn't Lake Travis. That was Lady Bird.
Oh,
Lake.
Lake Austin.
Yeah, Lake Austin.
Lake Austin, yeah, and
That was packed.
and Travis,
But
are
yeah,
just packed.
Lake
But if
Travis.
you head past that, go out like Inks Lake area and Buchanan and put in out there. And I mean, in this heat, going to the caverns out there, there's some caverns like on Route 4. That which one is it that's out
Longhorn.
there? Longhorn Cavern. It's a wonderful afternoon trip because it's like 60 degrees down
It's
there.
in a cave.
know.
Nice and cool.
Awesome. And wineries and fruit
Good area.
stands.
Yeah.
I mean, I
Peaches.
just head that direction and you can't go
You
wrong.
should move to the country for those
Cannot go
beaches.
wrong.
Peaches come from a can
They were put there by a man.
in a factory downtown.
You know, if I had my little way,
I'd eat peaches like every day.
All right, for those of you who aren't getting this,
It's fine.
oh,
All right, moving
that song is
on.
famous by all the presidents of
it's
the
a
United States of
song.
America.
It's
All
a song.
of them.
They're reciting a song lyrics.
All right, so Pam says yes, they have great smoked meat there. So I would
Sweet.
travel
Oh,
for me.
cool.
Travelfy. Thanks,
Travel file.
Tanya.
We actually
This
our travel
comment
file-
lag sucks.
Yeah, our travel file is charging because that's what I'm going to send PJ camping with.
Yes, in Paladuro.
Yes, of course. Wouldn't you? We take separate cooler. Yeah, cool. Head to
Yeah.
the
Worst house. Oh yeah,
Not the best
perfect.
house, the worst house. From the YouTuber I've seen with it, they said the trees still block the connection, so you need some kind of fairly clear area for getting good reception.
Right, which I'm not surprised by. I mean, GPS signals need a clear sky. Your satellite dish on your
Yeah,
house
but
really needs a clear sky.
It needs a clear sky, so it's not going to work in the forest. It's not going to work in the trees. Not going to work in
Right.
East Texas. So
Unless you can mount it and put it on a pole and.
yeah.
Cedar Breaks. Oh yeah, we didn't even think about Lake Georgetown. If you want to hit up a lake in the Austin
Absolutely.
area,
You know,
Yes.
I've been
Lake
meaning
Georgetown's
to
really
check out
pretty.
Lake
Ranger.
Georgetown is cool, and then you just go downtown. Go downtown Georgetown. I mean, they have so many places to just grab a beer or a cocktail and sit on the sidewalk with your cocktail. You can walk around. You can go shopping with a drink in your hand. It's really a nice place. Some really good restaurants. I don't know, camping. You can do all kinds of things.
Yeah.
look
but
at
it's
Angela
fun.
just doing the hard work. Perdinellis Falls has an available site this weekend. Looking at the ow, you stepped on my toe.
Ooh,
weren't using
Pedernales
it.
Falls.
Wow, super cool. I want to book it.
And
Hold
that
on,
is
be
a-
right back.
that is a great park.
It is.
That is
Go
a
get
really
it.
great
Go
park.
get it. Hurry.
Herman has a wine trolley that goes to all the local wineries.
Toot toot like
I'm-
Mr. Rogers'
I'm thinking
neighborhood.
Mr. Rogers'
ding.
slusher
It's a
hood.
beautiful day in the neighborhood. I want to get on a wine trolley.
I think you're already on one.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Oh my goodness, y'all are chatty today. I love it.
Yeah. Well, it's time to start planning those quick camping trips and get out there, and no matter what the weather, just book it and go.
Book it
Because
and then
that's
book
what
it.
we're doing.
Yeah.
That's what
Book
we're
it and then
doing.
book it?
We're
Book it then book it.
We're just gonna go have some fun and see
You know
what
what was
happens.
always really good about this were the beans.
I know. I haven't talked to the beans in a while. Where are they?
I don't know if you they were on the podcast 2 years ago, and this is literally what they do. They have their tiny tagged teardrop ready to go, and
Yep.
sometimes when they head into town, they just hitch up to their trailer, and if the wind hits them, they go find a campsite. They
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
Well, we talked about that last
Enjoy.
week. How do people still do that?
Yeah,
Times
yeah.
look different
Much
now.
harder. I think we're all whether there are campsites available or not. Like Angela just found one,
Mm-hmm.
but we are all convinced that there are no campsites. So maybe we quit looking. So I don't know. They're out there sometimes. You just have
I
to
don't know.
check.
I just tried to book
I
a
wonder-
campsite for 3
So-
weeks from now. It was hard.
let's see. We
Yeah.
stayed at a Great Harvest Host just outside Canyon, Texas, the Barzy Ranch. When you visited, yeah, maybe that's where you should stay instead of inside the cauldron.
I don't know where we're staying. I'm sorry. I don't know. I am not the
Y'all.
reservations
You're
person.
going into a cauldron.
Well,
Keep checking in on PJ, please, because
we'll be okay.
there's.
We'll be okay.
We've talked about this.
Don't worry. We'll be all right.
Okay, moving on. No
I
No
promise.
more lectures.
I promise. If it gets too
That's a
hot
lie.
and our
That's
air
right.
conditioning quits,
Get out of
then
there.
we will hook up a trailer. Because guess what? It has wheels,
What?
Yeah.
and we will go
How'd you get
somewhere
wheels
else.
on your
Make
trailer?
that decision. Make that
Amazing.
decision to hook up and pull out before you're too overdone with heat, because you're just going to get in the sun more to hitch up. So just make sure you call it early enough if you're going to get out of there.
So, since
can
we
do
just
that.
did the podcast
the
about
answer
weather,
is
Don't
yes,
panic.
Dad.
and now we're talking about weather, what is y'all's line?
Yeah. Do you have a line that you're just like
hitch
no,
up
not
and go
camping?
home? Is there like a temperature drop? If it gets below this, we're leaving. If it gets above this, we're leaving. If it rains this much, we're leaving. I want to hear some weather stories.
Whether you want to tell us or not.
I knew you were going to do that.
Oh,
It's like the witch thing we just did.
Which one?
I'll throw this margarita in your face. Raise
Yeah,
your
mine's
hands
almost
up
gone.
and go with the flow.
Yeah.
So
So is yours.
when I'm camping, I'm not sure it's so much a temperature change that'll drive me away. It's usually a wind change or a
Wind.
rain change. And the rain isn't so much unless it's like a dangerous rain. Temperature change, as long as I can have the equipment for the heat or the equipment for the cold, I'm good to keep going.
Here's the thing: if you go camping and then it starts raining and it's like a terrible storm and it's raining a lot and there's water everywhere and you can't leave your trailer, isn't hitching up and leaving, like, doesn't that sound worse to do in the rain?
It does vaguely
Just
sound like growing
sitting
up.
in your trailer.
Yeah, it sounds vaguely like growing up and getting towed around Coleto Creek Lake on an inner tube by my best friend's dad.
What?
And he, it's raining, flooding. You tow, and he tows something, and it's crazy
Right,
and dangerous.
right.
Yeah, it sounds a little bit like that.
Well, I tell you what, my line is just like if there is high winds coming or tornado warnings coming, I'm out of there if it's still safe to drive. That's probably the only line that I have so far.
Mike, that's where you're wrong. That's when Mary Poppins shows up.
So,
And leaves.
Yeah, but
Both.
when it changes back to the original.
Oh.
PJ, do you just wait
Don't
for the park staff to come around and notify you of weather issues, or do you have like a weather radio?
No, it pops
or-
up on my phone.
Does it when you don't have data? Does it when you don't have data?
When you're in the cauldron,
Well, if my phone won't connect, I guess I wouldn't know. I guess that's true. I mean, worst case scenario, I wouldn't know. But then I wouldn't worry.
No?
just open the door and be like, man, it's cold. And then shut the door.
If it gets super
my
windy,
love
I
opened the
probably
door.
would go hang out in the concrete bathroom. Okay? Right? Isn't that where you go? That's where I go.
Okay. Fair enough.
Man, y'all are so chatty. You've gone silent.
Yeah,
We
not
need
interesting.
you.
I know.
I don't know. I think
They need some Rancho La Gloria margarita wine.
Yeah.
Cocktail.
Travels with Delaney apparently is not watching this week. We did this for y'all.
Because you said
I'm-
it was good and
I'll
you're
catch
right.
it later.
You're,
They took
bad.
you're kind of right.
So
Ooh,
bad.
Margaret. Oh, hi, Liz. Nice
Oh.
to see
Hello,
you.
Liz. Good to see you.
What question should I ask when I find a used casita? I've joined a couple casita pages on Facebook and watched them get listed, and they sell pretty quick. How do I buy one that's in another state? That's tough because that is kind of how you have to buy a used casita.
Yep.
You have to be quick. You can't say,
Yep.
okay, well, let me, put a trip together, go up, look at it, and talk it. No,
Yeah.
you have to, buy it or not. So,
I like the idea of hiring a mobile inspector.
and you
in
can
the
do
area.
that from another state.
Yeah.
You can call somebody in Alabama, say, hey, there's this casita.
And how do
You
you,
pay
find
a chunk
mobile
of money.
inspector?
Google.
What?
I know, it's this cool thing on the internet. MobileRVinspector.com.
I think that's actually a thing.
I'm
I
sure
think
it
it's Mobile
is. If
RV.
it's not, we should buy it right now.
Yeah.
And you could call NRVTA because they train inspectors.
Yep.
And they could probably direct you on how to find one.
But
That's
what are some questions?
NRVTA.com. But I also would ask for good photographs if it's had any damage on it, if all the appliance work, all those basic things. But I would want pictures not of just the general area. I would want pictures of inside the cabinets, under the sink. Make sure you see the floor and make sure you see the back corners of the floors of the cabinets. That will tell you if there's been any water intrusion.
has got in and stayed.
And that really is the only thing you need to know, except do all the appliances work. Beware of people that say, I've only used it twice and it's 5 years old. Because first of all, things don't continue to work well if they sit there for a
Right.
very long time. Plan on replacing tires before you tow it home. Always, and pack the wheel bearings. Just no matter what they tell you, do that before you tow it home. And that's it. That's my speech.
Hey, my dad's here.
Do you think he'd join us?
No.
Do you get him to walk in?
Dad!
Oh, we're going to blow your eardrums out screaming.
All right, hold on. Liz is here.
Hey, Liz.
Hi, Liz. We're trying an experiment. Hubby is a teacher. We got a site Monday to Friday at McKinney Falls. Hubby gets to hike and kayak. I have to work, but my commute to McKinney is less than my normal commute. Oh,
I love
Okay.
McKinney Falls, and I
So-
love watching the planes go over.
your experiment is to just camp during the week and just go to work and come back to your campsite.
If you can,
Man,
that's
yeah, why not?
awesome.
That's actually not a terrible
And
idea.
you know what? Both of you are actually close enough to Cedar Breaks to do that.
You could just, instead of going
We could
home,
do
you
that.
just go to your campsite.
Yep. Same amount of time for either of you to drive.
That's
so.
a pretty cool. You'll have to tell us how
What's up,
that
Eli?
works out. For
Let us
you.
know how it works.
There might be some unexpected things that. Zelvin Moca. Oh, for paying for it across the state? Yep. Richard! Yeah, he's already.
He may have
He's
left
still
already.
No, he's standing right there.
I don't know where
I
he
just can't
went.
see him.
So
So, absolutely.
yeah, he's here somewhere. But
So, is this like your charcuterie? I keep
I
on
don't-
looking at this and
I
I'm like,
don't
what is
know.
even going on
PJ
here?
told me to grab some snacks. So I grabbed fruit and.
because I
this.
thought we'd need some snacks to go with.
This doesn't
our
look like Little
margarita
Debbie Swiss cake rolls.
cocktails.
Go ahead and yawn
So-
now. Get it out of the way. I think, honestly, it started as like whenever we had to go live or do a podcast, I was really tired. But now, even when I'm not tired, I find myself yawning so much. I think I've trained my brain to like when a camera is at me, I just start yawning.
You
Try to
stop.
ring a bell and see
You
if
stop-
there's
Yeah, like I have like this, I don't know what it is.
You stop breathing all the way, and that's why you yawn. You're not
Ah.
getting
Yeah,
enough air.
relax. Stop
That
tensing
makes
up.
more sense.
Yeah.
Use the oxygen that's available to you.
I feel like I'm fine, but yeah, I mean that makes a lot of sense.
Mm-hmm.
But also, I used to be like really embarrassed and try to hide it. And now I don't. Now I don't care.
All right, let's see what Liz says. Spent Memorial Weekend, 5 nights, 3 nights at Piney Point Corps of Engineers on Lake Wright-Patman, and then 2 nights at Lake Dangerfield State Park. Was beautiful weather.
Beautiful weather makes
Count me
for
jealous.
great camping.
Yeah.
I have never heard of any of those places.
Well, Liz is not near us.
Oh, well, that's why. Sorry, Liz.
She's somewhere else.
Hey, bring that charcuterie over here.
This we need some
We,
olives.
we need to eat a little while we're drinking. So,
I feel like it's
Wow.
rude to eat in front of our guests and not offer anything
Yeah,
to
but-
them.
It smells like fart.
what?
It does. Smell
Oh,
it.
guys. I'm sorry.
Smell it.
You've been hanging out
It does
with your
smell
son too
terrible.
long.
It does smell terrible.
I told you.
Yeah.
I know what'll make it smell better.
Well, this has been fun. I'm glad some of you guys are planning camping trips. So, because we're heading out. Who's going to do our Friday Live next week? Is Lindsay going to be
I-
on her own?
Oh my god, am I the only one here again? You know, every time I've done a live alone, it's been real fun. Real
Yeah.
fun. I'll grab somebody.
Uh-huh.
All
Yeah.
right. Who do you want me to grab? You want me to grab Steve, the sales
What is
manager?
your option of the Ember RVs?
Ooh, we don't have Ember RVs. This is the second time somebody's asked us, though. Maybe we need to.
We can't get them.
No,
I keep
maybe we
trying.
don't
I
need to
keep
hit them.
thinking, but they are working with Funtown in Texas, and when that happens, a lot of times it is an exclusive situation. So it's not that we don't want them; it's that we can't have them. So unfortunately, that's the situation. They are in with Funtown, and they will not allow us to sell the product. So, sorry. We'll keep
But
working
we have
on them.
things similar to it, right?
Yeah, we have other stuff. So,
She likes them enough to keep looking at them. So if you're
I
looking for
keep
her
harassing
opinion
them.
of them, she likes them enough to see if we can get a hold of them.
so I keep harassing them. I'll let you know if they ever crack, but so far they have not.
Dangerfield is southwest of Texarkana. Tanya says, guess eat probably for
Steve?
Steve.
Yeah, I'll grab somebody and we'll come on here and I don't know what we'll do, but probably drink some more.
Are people holding back on travel due to gas prices?
Yes. Or at least they say they are.
Bare minimum, they're changing and limiting there. Maybe not going as far. I still see a bunch of them on the highway out in front of us, like en route. So
Yeah, I don't know. I think it is. People are not buying as much now because of the gas prices, but I think we all had vacations planned and we're all still taking them.
It's like you budget for certain things at certain times, and now camping just, you have to budget for it. At least I do.
Yeah. But
It's a
local
natural-
camping is
yeah.
just as fun.
I think it's the natural order of things. We had this big flood of people going to national parks and all that, and now it's time for the national parks to get a break and relax a little.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know.
I don't think it's working out that way though.
All the national parks starting Memorial Day, almost all of them require reservations, even if you're just driving in for the day.
Yep.
You get a time and a date. So,
I think people are still going.
for
Yeah.
those of you who don't know that, don't plan that quick trip to the national park because you now have to go to
Recreation.gov.
to book your time just to drive into the park, even if you're not camping. Okay. Well, I think
Here we go.
a couple of people didn't know that.
All right. Thanks for the informative videos. We now own an RPod.
Aw, yay! We love our pods.
Yeah.
See?
All right, kind of like
It's
camping in
pretty-
the
We
wilderness.
were a little nervous about
Low-key,
just
y'all.
like
we're just
eating
fairly-
and drinking. With the chewing, it's turned into an ASMR video. Well, we're not mic'd.
Well, yeah, it's a pretty decent mic.
Oh. Well, why the hell are we eating?
Because it's so good.
That's
So
funny.
folks are still planning trips.
Just staying a bit local? Yeah, good. I'm glad your parents
Why
are still
not?
camping. They seem
Yeah.
to get a lot of use out of that trailer they bought, 2 years ago now? I mean, I see them posting about trips all the time and doing stuff to it. So that's awesome.
Yeah.
It is. It's
Tanya,
fun.
that's an interesting take.
People are planning longer trips.
So
Just
they don't
staying
have
out
to,
longer.
so they don't have to drive as much.
Might as well. Well, that's what Mike's doing. He's going to 3 different locations after Sugar
Just
Creek.
plan all your camping trips at one
We're
time.
already on the road. Just take all your time off, I guess.
That makes sense.
So, PJ, I'm going to Arkansas next week, and I'll let you know where I'm going the following week.
Yeah, since
gonna
you're
keep
already
going.
out, you have to keep going.
I'm already out. So,
Well, then we give Clint the Friday Live, and he can do it on the road.
yes.
That's not dangerous.
I've done that before, though. I've pulled
true.
over,
Yeah.
set up the equipment, and done a live before.
I know
It
you're
was-
Dedication.
It was
have
not
done
a
a little of
good
everything.
live,
The
but I did it. Let's
We're
be
headed
honest.
to Broken Bow, Oklahoma for 4th of July weekend.
Oh, I bet that's fun. I bet they have cool stuff in Broken Bow.
So, very good.
We haven't got a 4th of July trip planned. Have you? What are we
no.
doing for
No,
4th of
I'm
July?
camping the weekend before 4th of July. I'm camping the last weekend in June. So 4th of July is going to be stay home and try to keep the kids from freaking out at 2 a.m. when people are still popping fireworks.
Well, the weekend before is when we're having kind of a day camping with literally our entire company. So that'll be fun, hanging out at the lake.
Oh man, remember the guy who had a Highlander and you said it was a bad option?
Yes.
My dad has an inability to keep the same car and we now have a Tundra.
You know what? Cool. You're going to be able to tow.
Yeah. Congratulations.
Well, sorry, but congrats on the Tundra.
Yeah, there's a silver lining
The
there.
Tundra is awesome.
Yeah.
It is a great tow vehicle.
Gosh, what a great power plant that truck has.
Yes, when it came out, it was Motor Trend Truck of the Year for like 3 years. So yeah, they do a great job. No problems. You got this.
Clint, we love Mount Magazine, Queen Wilhelmina, and Pettit Jean. So these are all state parks. All in Arkansas. Oh, hold on.
Arkansas. Mount Magazine. What a cool name.
Wait, that's in the middle of a lake, I think.
Clint's going to
What?
take a picture of the comment so he can find them. Thank you, Liz. Always so helpful.
Yeah, I think Mount Magazine is literally in the middle of a lake, and you can take like a ferry out that can drop you off, and you can hike around this big mountain in the middle of the lake. I think that's what I remember.
Oh,
that's
is,
what
is
we'll
that
tell us.
correct? Is that right? I think it is.
Oh, that's so many cool places to go.
So I'm excited because Ozark National Forest is huge. So there's no way I could possibly see. I was look at this. No,
No.
no,
Wrong.
you're wrong.
Tell us what you really think, Liz.
But that's okay because this is how I learn. I'm like a puppy. I learn by hearing no
puppy.
and have a finger wagged at me.
Well, does anybody know where that place is where you take a boat and you hike around the mountain in the middle of the lake?
Yes,
anybody
Daniel
know?
in the shop does.
Okay, we'll let you know another week what that is.
So, anyways, but I love that it's a national forest. Folks, national forests are incredible. I hear about national parks all the time, but national forests are amazing.
Yes.
Can you camp in national forest?
That's where I'm camping.
Oh, I didn't know.
And national forests are so big that there's towns inside of national forests.
Oh.
I'm going to show you a Google map later.
But
I'm
then
so
how do
excited.
How do you live inside a national forest? Can you buy property?
How
does that work?
I don't know how it works. I don't know if it was like designated a national forest after those towns were already established and things like that. I don't know. I don't know how national forest works because I live nowhere near one,
So
so I've never got that history.
it's kind of like public land. We're Texans. We don't have public land
We
here.
don't understand this concept.
No compute, but I will travel to see it.
Okay, there you go.
Okay. Hey, never owned a truck before. I buy an F-150 using premium and gas. Yeah. You have an F-150 that uses premium?
Can't you put premium in anything though?
You can. You can. It just. Yeah. Let's not go into the
You
the
can,
engineering
and
of
it just does. If you're asking what your mileage will be when you tow, I mean, there's no way to tell. It depends on what you're towing.
Yeah.
You could lose 2 or 3 miles a gallon with a small trailer. You could lose 8 or 10 with a big one.
Yeah.
Can't tell.
Yeah. So higher grades of gasoline just protect against pre-detonation. It's not that it actually makes your engine run better unless you have a high compression engine. And most of the F-150s I know of don't have a high compression engine. So
This is when I start yawning.
It's all Greek to me.
yeah, so you don't really need premium
Yawn.
to protect against pre-detonation. Okay.
He's a geek. He can't help it.
He also has insane brand loyalty towards Toyota.
Yeah.
We've gone through Sienna,
Yeah.
to Sienna, to Sienna, to one other one I can't remember, to a Tundra, to a Sequoia, to a
Whoa.
Highlander, and now back to a Tundra.
Wow.
Oh
Wow.
my goodness.
He needs a tattoo.
Oh yeah, the Toyota symbol tattoo.
How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11?
That's funny.
Wow.
Okay, Eli, you have a twin turbo 6-cylinder F-150. So do I. I have the 3.6 EcoBoost. 3.6, 3.7, whatever. EcoBoost. I have never run premium in mine, and the thing runs like a top. So I don't think you need premium because it's not a high pressure, it's not a high compression engine. They do put turbos on it, but it's not a high compression engine.
There's probably some fine print though that says something about.
Maybe.
choose you.
I'll check the manual because it's
Interesting,
right
interesting.
outside there.
It's gonna be over here.
There are some wonderful CGs. Yeah. What is a CG though? In national forests? Campgrounds.
Campgrounds.
Haha. Nomenclature and stuff.
Ah, I was almost there.
Yeah.
And Tennessee have at least 6 within 3 hours of Asheville. Okay, this is the thing. My best friend in the whole wide world lives in North Carolina, and I still haven't been there. So,
Sam, you didn't hear that. You're also her best friend.
you know who you are. So,
And I want to visit.
I want to
Asheville.
go to.
That sounds marvelous.
Yes, I can drive my trailer up there, find a national forest, visit my best friend. Oh my gosh, let's go right now.
All
I
right.
bet it's not 105 in North Carolina.
I bet.
We also have 2 other cars, one of which has been swapped out more than once. The third is my brother's. We have issues. Hey, as long as you can admit it.
You know what?
I think that's
Yeah, I
step
know.
one.
if you've got your needs taken care of, then now you can take care of enjoying life.
Yeah.
You
And if
know, I
cars
think
do it-
there is nothing wrong with being a compulsive car buyer as long as you're trading in the one that you have.
Yeah, collecting them and letting them sit and rot.
Owning 10 Toyotas, probably a problem, but trading in, have fun. Buying is fun.
Just going with the manual. Oh, the manual says use premium?
Yeah, I'll check it out.
I was
'cause
going to
haven't been
say
in
there's
there.
fine print somewhere that says that.
Yeah.
Loved my Highlander. The problem is I have a Toyota Camry hybrid now and doesn't tow a damn thing. No, it doesn't.
Thank you for knowing that. We don't have to
So
tell you.
I have to invest in a new vehicle and a small trailer. It's all right. You know that your Toyota Camry cannot tow. That is step one.
That's
What
right.
town in North Carolina? You
No
know? A town I don't know. What town does my best friend live in? I don't know.
Sarah, if you can tell us where you live, where are you?
Or you,
You
can
were
not
on here
tell
a
us
few
where you
minutes
live
ago.
because
Oh,
yeah, so, somewhere in North Carolina, a place I don't know very. It's not like a big town.
are there any RV companies you have problems with? Bad quality, bad customer service, or something like that?
I wouldn't say there's some that are just terrible. And I would say that it comes and goes. Sometimes
Yeah.
one gets kind of weak and then they come back up. And then another one. So, yeah, I don't know that there's anybody I'd steer you away from particularly.
But some of
right
them are
now. But some of them are
top-notch.
better than others.
And you can typically tell
So-
there's the entry point trailers, and you're going to
Yeah.
have a little bit of
Yeah.
entry point kind of user or customer experience.
Mm-hmm.
Then there's mid level, and then there's the more luxury end of things. Within those ranges, anything we carry here, I think that we've got some pretty good brands. We have entry point trailers, and
But they still are kind of mid-range.
they're
I mean,
pretty
we don't carry a
good.
lot of basic trailers.
Yeah.
But even some of those companies do an okay job.
Mm-hmm.
The trailers are just made a little less beefy and sturdy. So there's nobody that I would steer you directly away from. Because it comes and goes with all mid-range manufacturers.
Yeah, yeah. I have a great friend in North Carolina too. She has visited us here, but we have not gone there. Would love to, and then on to Shenandoah National Park and Blue Ridge Parkway. Someday.
Yes, someday.
Every trailer owner has to go to those places, don't
Someday.
you think?
Yeah.
They're just gorgeous. Just gorgeous.
Okay, so this is an interesting one. As a dealer, do you have problems with Thor getting replacement parts under warranty? Well,
Here's the thing.
here's the thing.
We don't carry any Thor
Yeah, we do.
Oh, we do? What?
The Venture RV is a Thor.
Oh. I didn't know
But
that.
we
That's
haven't- but we
fairly
haven't-
new to us.
Yeah, I was saying we haven't been carrying them that long.
Yeah.
So how's the experience been so far?
But I think getting replacement parts under warranty for
Anybody.
I mean, Thor is
Anyone.
no different than any other brand right now. They're all
And-
kind of
There's two huge manufacturers, and they all run different tons of divisions. So some divisions are better than others. So it is, the whole thing is hard to do.
that's funny. Sorry, go ahead.
So anyway, replacement parts, some divisions are more efficient than others. We have some divisions of Forest River that are slower. We just know they're slower. They take weeks.
Get that cheese.
Others are very fast. So hard to pinpoint there. And sometimes it depends on the parts. So we do have trouble getting all parts under warranty, but yeah, can't pin it on Thor, unfortunately. What are you laughing
Let's all be real quiet so we can hear Clint chew.
at? Because he's trying to eat without making
He's
noise.
trying to eat really quietly.
And now he's laughing and trying not to spit it out. Oh, we can't help it.
All right. Well,
Signed an NDA, sorry. That's awesome.
I think we need to wrap this one up. Oh,
is that lemonade?
Sort of.
It's margarita.
Just why our questions have been so precise.
It's
Our answers.
lemonade
to the
flavored margarita? No, it's not. All right, hide your face, PJ.
y'all don't have to do that. It's on manual focus mode.
It's not bad.
Margaritas
Margaritas are
it's
hard.
not bad for day drinking.
Yeah.
I read a couple of histories of margaritas today for some weird reason
yeah?
when we were looking for that.
We are not
Yeah.
sponsored by them, by the way. This is
No.
not a
But if they'd like to sponsor us,
so.
we wouldn't be mad about it.
Yeah, so if you know anybody who makes margaritas, who wants to sponsor us, give us a call.
It's just lemonade rated M for mature.
We have a 2020 Lance, 1995, and have good luck with parts from Lance and Dexter. especially
Yes,
Dexter.
that's so good to hear.
Yes, I will tell you, Lance has always had really good customer service. You know, they have their ups and downs in trying to keep people. Dexter, I have to say, they have had axle issues, and they have stepped up to the plate the last year. When there's a problem, they jump out there, fix it. We have gotten warranties turned in and axles arriving at our door sometimes within a week.
That's
Within
amazing.
a week.
And they are
That's
not
amazing.
close to us.
And
No.
it's they have just done a great job. So hats off to that. You know, there's going to be problems in the world, and as long as they step up to fix them, kudos to them.
PJ, we have kept these people for 50 minutes.
I know, but that gives me an excuse to drink a little more
Our
margarita. So
views-
thank you.
Our viewers are dropping
They're like flies.
significantly.
That is okay.
They're like, all right, we're done.
we're kind
yeah.
of done too. That's the problem.
Thank you for joining us.
Yes, thank
Whether
you.
it's live or rewatching it, join us next Friday. Won't be us, it'll just be me. So who the hell knows what's going to happen? But hopefully there will be some margarita left. I will pull someone in to talk. You bring your questions, and we'll see you next Friday at 12:30
12:30.
right here.
All right, everybody.
All right.
We'll see ya.
Bye.